A disappointing night at the Ford Center. A few moments ago, the Oklahoma City Thunder dropped a 100-91 game to the Houston Rockets. The Rockets were shorthanded, and yet they win this one. Barry Tramel along with Darnell Mayberry, and Darnell looked like the Rockets just out-toughed the Thunder.
That's exactly what they did, and Scott Brooks had said all along for the past 2 days now that they have to match their physicality. They weren't able to do that, and the biggest disappointment to me was Luis Scola. They lose him in the first 30 seconds of the game, and they still allow Houston to go in and get 23 offensive rebounds, control the glass, control the paint. They really won the game with their effort, their energy, and their hustle, and the Thunder really never had a chance in that second half when they turned up their intensity level.
Well, in the first half also, Houston's Carl Landry picked up 3 quick fouls, had to spend most of the half on the bench. In the second half, Aaron Brooks, the point guard, and Landry, the garbage man underneath, dominated down the stretch, and the Thunder lost. And now all of a sudden, this team can't seem to win at home. 4-4 at home, 5-4 on the road. Only 6 NBA teams currently have a better road record than home. Really no explanation for that, is there, Darnell?
No, it's not. So why are you going to ask me the question? I think you wrote about it for tomorrow. What do you think it is?
Well, I mean, it's just it's somewhat unexplainable that a team that wins in San Antonio, wins in Miami, wins in Salt Lake, can't beat the shorthanded Rockets or the Clippers here in the Ford Center. This team is not feeding off the energy that this crowd can provide, and it's a good sign that they're playing well on the road. This is game 2 of a 5-game homestand. This is a situation where they really need to come out of this 5 games. 4-1 would have been ideal now, and maybe a 3-2 is what they're looking at.
You know, the biggest thing to me is that they haven't been able to win the games that they really should win. They, like you said, they beat an Orlando team in this building, then they go to Sacramento and lose against a Kings team that they probably should have beaten. They beat San Antonio at San Antonio, come back here, lose against the Clippers, and then they beat Utah in Utah. They did come back and take care of business at home against the Bucks, but they weren't able to close out this Rockets team tonight. So instead of 9-8, I mean, realistically, they could be 12-5 right now if they win these games that they're supposed to win. And you look at some of these teams were shorthanded and they weren't able to take care of them. They came into the Ford Center, some of these teams, the Clippers, and then now tonight, against the Rockets. I think, if they just win those games, we're looking at a much better season than even we thought we would be at right now. And even though 9-8, I think a lot of people are satisfied with.
Well, this Thunder team tonight shot well except from three-point range. 1 of 15 from behind the arc. The only three-pointer late in the game from noted marksman Serge Ibaka. So Durant was 0 of 3, Jeff Green 0 of 5. These guys, if they're going to take 15 three-pointers, they're going to have to make more than one.
I think they're a good three-point shooting team when they get it in the flow of the offense. I think a lot was kind of forced tonight. They did get some three-pointers in the flow, but for the most part, I saw a lot of one-on-one action tonight, especially in the second half. I thought the ball movement really got slow there. Russell Westbrook, Jeff Green, Kevin Durant specifically were all trying to do it, take things upon themselves, not really getting each other involved. So I think they need to start using each other, playing off each other a lot more.
Of course, that's what happens when you play the Rockets. This is a fantastic perimeter defensive team. Trevor Ariza has joined Shane Battier. Makes it very difficult on perimeter players. So, a disappointing night at the Ford Center, 100-91. The Rockets beat the Thunder. Stay tuned for more coverage on News OK, as well as every day in the Oklahoman.